LeBron James is reportedly likely to change teams this offseason. The leading destinations being discussed are the Miami Heat, Denver Nuggets, Cleveland Cavaliers, Minnesota Timberwolves, and Golden State Warriors. Here's what the ESPN analysts had to say.
Vince, let me start with you. We've heard the possibility of LeBron to Miami, Cleveland, and Philly. What's another intriguing destination out there?
On Rich Paul's board, there was something that looked like the Denver Nuggets on that board. You think about what the Nuggets have not accomplished since winning the championship a few years ago. Knocked out in the second round twice, knocked out in the first round once. Like, this team has been far away from the championship discussion. But if you add LeBron James there next to Nikola Jokic, and on a team that had the best offense in the league last year, they would be right back into the championship conversation. Can you imagine the pairing between those two guys with the way that offense runs? He could take a little bit of pressure off of Jokic. Jokic could take a lot of pressure off of him. I think that's an intriguing destination we haven't talked much about from a basketball standpoint. And I think in the Western Conference, that'd be a little bit scary.
Yeah, a lot scary, Vince. But David, I'll ask you what Vince just kind of put out in the air. What would a LeBron-Jokic pairing look like?
First of all, I don't know if I need to complain to HR or producers or whoever, but I was promised that I would not be on television agreeing with Vinny Goodwill, and I'm here first thing in the morning agreeing with Vinny Goodwill. I have a reputation to uphold, everybody. This is not good for my brand right now, but I do agree with him. It's the Denver Nuggets, and I saw it on the board. I perked up. It was interesting to me, the idea of LeBron James and Jokic together. They could roll the basketball out, and these dudes could just figure out how to play seamless basketball with one another. They're just that smart. And on a given night, LeBron James could be the third option on that team. That gives him a little respite with Aaron Gordon there. If he's healthy, defensively he helps. Part of this, though, a little bit of this on Denver. They got to figure out what they're going to do with Peyton Watson, and if they're going to get, try to make that move for LeBron, which would put them in the second apron, which is something they do not really want to do. But Jokic deserves a real shot, and trying to get LeBron James there gives him another real shot and a crack at a championship.
All right, Vince, so what's the team that makes the most sense for LeBron?
Well, trust me, me and my humble brother David will certainly disagree on this one to restore his brand. The Miami Heat, a reunion with Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra. When you think about what they have, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Bam Adebayo, you can just even take away what we're seeing now, LeBron, when he was at the peak of his powers. He doesn't have to be that with the Miami Heat. He can play off of Bam. He can play off of Giannis. Eric Spoelstra commandeered one of the better offenses in the league last year without a true number one option. You slot LeBron in there with the shooting of Tim Hardaway Jr., with the Heat's sort of know-how of finding guys on the edges, the way that they've historically found guys like, the Gabe Vincents, the Max Struses of the world. The single easiest quality to find in the NBA is shooting. LeBron making a reunion with the Miami Heat, letting Giannis do all the things for the first 45 minutes. LeBron playing off of him, and then LeBron turning into a closer in the last 5 minutes of the game. That's something that makes logical sense to me.
Let's stick with that word, logical. David, and as Vince just said, you'll probably disagree with him. Where do you believe is the most logical landing spot for LeBron?
I feel so much better. Nature is healing because, once again, I'm right and Vinny's wrong. So, to me, it's Golden State. Golden State just makes perfect sense for LeBron James. When him and Steph Curry are together, it is basketball nirvana. We saw this at the Olympics. These two guys know how to play together. Just the idea of LeBron James, Stephen Curry, pick and roll, Draymond helping run that offense, the old guys getting together. This just feels like a storybook ending, a way to end that rivalry that defined so much of a decade ago. These guys giving it one more run. It makes basketball sense. It makes storytelling sense. It makes sense from a fan standpoint. This is just the perfect ending for the LeBron James and Stephen Curry rivalry.
Wherever he ends up, we're going to love it, and we're going to watch. LeBron turns 42 on December 30th, by the way. Vince and David, thank you.
Who is fit for the king? That's the question as we await LeBron's decision on where he'll land next season. For that, we welcome in our Tim MacMahon, who's out there in Salt Lake City. And Tim, look, LeBron let us have our July 4th weekend, so I'm not mad about that. When you talk to people around the league, though, what is the sense that you're getting about which team is the favorite to land LeBron James?
Where do you think he goes is like the first question that people ask each other around the league. I'm out here at Salt Lake City Summer League, and I can't tell you how many times I asked that question or I heard that question. And look, Cleveland is considered the favorite. People are just connecting dots here. This isn't based on intel. This is based on the speculation game. But there's a storyline in it. You know, LeBron's in his hometown of Akron, hanging out with his high school teammates, including one, Brandon Weems, who is a front office executive for the Cavaliers right now. Now, there is a belief that there are other teams, kind of the wild card teams, the Sixers, the Timberwolves, the Nuggets, that feel like they have legitimate chances. And the Nuggets are an especially intriguing situation for the simple fact that they have a 3-time MVP in Nikola Jokic. They have the proven core of a championship team. LeBron does have relationships with people in the building, including at the top of the building, Josh Kroenke, the chairman, the day-to-day ownership presence. You know, Jared Dudley was a championship teammate of his with the Los Angeles Lakers. He's now an assistant coach there. Peyton Watson, a restricted free agent, also represented by Rich Paul. That's an interesting little dance. The Clippers also have interest in him, by the way. But again, imagine LeBron and Joker, two of the most brilliant basketball minds of all time, sharing the same team.
We've officially hit maniacal levels when we get the whiteboard out and we start connecting the dots between LeBron and different players and places